877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Brandy.
Money's coming to me.
Friday the 13th. Unbelievable. I gotta tell you a funny story later about Friday the 13th, what happened to us this morning. But let's get to the money. Let's get to what's going on. Joe Biden is telling us how everything is great. He and Kamala Harris are doing the right things for us. Gasoline, everything. He's doing a great job. Listen to this.
Today, gas prices are lower than they were early in this decade, but they're still high enough to create a pinch on working families. One key thing about the infrastructure bill that just passed the Senate is there are no gas tax increases. No gas tax increases. I made that absolutely clear that I would not raise gas taxes. I'm glad everyone in the Senate seemed to agree with that.
Oh, yeah, good guy. No gas taxes. No, none at all. What about the invisible tax, Joe? The invisible tax that you put on us through this inflation, through all this printing of money, more than ever. Think about it. Your invisible tax, printing of money, this rising inflation, has done more harm to Main Street working folks, destroying the middle class, than all your tax hikes combined. I mean, you just, it's insane. Even higher than your own proposed tax hike. This invisible tax hike is worse than your proposed tax hike. Unbelievable. Now, over the past year, right, if you take groceries, gas, housing, Joe, that's up 56%. What are you, nuts? And what's the primary driver of all this inflation? The money printing. You won't stop printing. You won't stop printing that $125 billion a month to keep interest rates down to zero. If the economy is doing so good, why do you have to have the $125 billion a month to keep interest rates down to zero? This is crazy. The discretionary spending of the hard-working people on Main Street has gotten so bad. I mean, they're just suffering. No gas increases. Hey, what about the mileage tax that you're going to put on us, on our car, that you're going to put this thing to our car and we have to have an app on our car and you're going to tax me for how far I drive? What about that one, Joe? I love your more jobs created in 4 months than any other president in history. I'm so good. Well, that's pretty easy to do, Joe. When you shut down an economy, send 22 million people home, and they say, oh, I'm going to open the economy, come on out. Don't you think that's cheating? I think it's cheating the other president. I don't think that's I think that's very unfair to all the other presidents. They didn't have that unique situation where everybody said, we're told, go home, we're shutting everything down, and then when you open a door, everybody comes back in and says, oh, look at this, boy, I'm great. Wages. You keep saying how wages are up. Yeah, I agree. on an annual basis, up $4. But let's adjust that for inflation costs. If we take the inflation cost in dollars, inflation's gone up $6.78 annually. You're bragging about $4 annually? Net gain, zero. We're in the hole, Joe. But I know you're not writing those scripts. And all these policies that you take credit for, you and Harris taking credit for a booming economy, took credit for 945,000 jobs in July, took credit for creating new jobs. You say there's 10 million new job openings. Okay, let's say that's all true. Then why are you doing an extension for student loans? Why did you extend the rent moratorium? And now you got AOC, that Marxist and her Marxist crew. You got Bernie Sanders, the communist. They're all in there now saying, oh, no. Come September, no. The 7 million people who get unemployment checks get that $300. No, we're not going to cancel them in September. We got to extend that too. So I'm confused, Joe. I'm confused. If things are so good and you created 10 million jobs, including your 2 million that you claim, all lousy, low-paying service part-time jobs, I'm confused. Why do you have to extend student loans, the rent moratorium, and why these 7 million people unemployed who are getting these checks every week, why are you going to have to extend that? When you say there's 10 million jobs available for them and everything's so great. I'm confused. Why aren't you tapering that $125 billion a month to keep rates at zero, to keep rates low? Because that's pure inflation. So if things are so good, like you're saying, why run the risk of more inflation? Killing Main Street, killing discretionary income. What are you, nuts? Why not begin tapering? You're saying everything's terrific. Taper that $125 billion a month. Come on. I'll tell you why you won't do it, and you'll never admit it. Because you backed yourself into a corner. You can't do it. First, because you lied about the 945,000 jobs. Not you. All presidents do that. Because they used the death birth metric system. You didn't have 945,000 jobs. If you go and check the withholding tax, you had about 450,000 jobs, not 945,000 jobs. I'll tell you why you can't taper, regardless if you had the 945. I'll give it to you. Even though it's not true, I'll give it to you. You can't taper because each week a record 400,000 people are signing up for unemployment benefits. So if this economy is so booming, so good, and I'm confused. You extended the rent moratorium, student loan moratorium, and now they're trying to fight like hell to extend the 7 million unemployment that's supposed to be off in September. Then why is there 400,000 people signing up a week? And you know what that means, 400,000? Anything 350,000 jobs or more identifies a recession. A recession. So something's wrong. If this is the best economy ever, and you're booming economy, how come the if you got 400,000 people signing up a week, Joe, check it out yourself. You'll see it's the truth. That means you're in a recession, Joe. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. This is crazy. You know why you can't taper? Because since the beginning of time, the IRS, you can't begin tapering until you get your jobs back. You got to get back to normal. You got to get back those 22 million jobs. And to get those back, you're light about 7 to 8 million jobs. That's why you can't taper, because the economy sucks. You're just propping it up with all this money you're printing. Be right back after this.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
This is progress, historic progress. Progress that's pulling our economy out of the worst crisis it's been in 100 years.
Are you kidding me? We're nowhere near out of this crisis. When you keep printing money like this, $6.5 billion a day, you don't get out of the crises. When you can't taper back, you don't get out of the crisis. You put yourself in a deeper and deeper hole. Listen, take all the liquidity. Take that $6.5 billion a day. Let's break it down a little bit. Okay? You're sitting there and he prints all this money, $120 billion a month, to purchase treasuries to keep rates at zero. And he can't go in and taper that back because the Federal Reserve has never done that until they gained back the jobs they had before going into this tailspin on February of 2020 to March. $100 billion a month for stock buybacks so they can artificially put up fake earnings to push up fake stock prices. $180 billion a month to buy mortgage-backed securities, because if they didn't go into the banks and buy the mortgages from those banks, there'd be no way for you to get a mortgage. And it's pretty hard to get a mortgage, as you know already. He prints $120 billion a month to monetize corporate debt, meaning a corporation is doing terrible, ready to go bankrupt. Instead of letting them go bankrupt like they should, they go and print all this money and they go and buy their debt. The Federal Reserve say, we're going to buy your debt. And let's say they got a debt of $100 million. Here, we're going to print $100 million. We're going to give you $100 million. We're going to take your debt, put it on our balance sheet. Now you're debt-free and you got $100 million and continue on running your business lousy like you always do. Imagine that, rewarding people who run a lousy business. I could go on and on. To keep the brokers on, the gangsters on Wall Street working. Printed $500 billion, gave it to them. He prints $500 billion for the Federal Reserve. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. I mean, you can go on all day long. Now, Sanders, the Marxist, he wants $280 billion for his education bill. He wants $30 trillion for his health care bill. He wants his welfare. He wants another $11 billion for food stamps. 19 Social Security. He wants another $19 billion. He wants to hire more people to work for the government. That's what we need. More people working for the government. $158 billion. Government can't spend its way into prosperity. It's never worked. You got to shut down the Federal Reserve. If you don't shut down the Federal Reserve, we're really done with. I mean, these are gangsters. Remember, their job, the Federal Reserve, was to keep the prices stabilized. They don't do that. They don't want prices stabilized. They want inflation. So don't the people in Congress want inflation. Because that's when they become very wealthy, more wealthy than they already are. When they have that inflation from all the printing of money, all their assets go up. The poor guy on Main Street, the only asset he's got is his job. And he can't even get a decent pay raise without inflation. This is crazy. All right, so where we are now, you got to get into a position to not care if the market's going up or down, that you consistently make money. And the only way you can consistently make money in the market, I tell you every day, is you got to be able to, just like a car. You can drive your car forward, you can drive your car backwards. Doesn't that make sense? Would you buy a car if you didn't have backwards on it? You couldn't drive it backwards, it was just forward? No. But everybody is okay with that in the stock market. They'll just buy stocks. They're okay by buying, but they never make money when the stock goes down. That's ridiculous. We are in one of the most important rotations there are. The most important rotation we ever had. Let me explain. You got two leaders in this market. You always do. You got two groups. You got growth stocks, which are your big tech stocks, and they like low interest rates, low yields. Then you got the value stocks that love high yields, like your banks and your industrials and your materials. But let's just stick with the banks. So you got two. You got growth stocks, value stocks. Your two leaders always fight with each other, big tech, banks. You want to be in a position to know not only which group you should be in any given time where the yields are, but you're in a position, if any of these start faltering and starting to go down, you make as much money going down as going up, but you're not there. See, nobody will ever teach you that. They don't want you to know that. They scare you. Oh, you shouldn't short. I'm telling you, folks, in 401ks, I say this every day, and I know you don't listen to me. If you would just take your money out of the 401k and put it in the spiders, just put it in the S&P 500. It's been proven over and over and over. You always make more money. You'll have more money at the end of your retirement if you're in the spiders than you ever do, including the con job that they're going to match you. And I'm not going to get into that. I'll get real grumpy. Because they don't match you. They don't match you. Oh, yes, they do. Okay. Oh, no. They don't. Trust me, they don't match you. I ran a public company. I took a company from nothing, was private, brought it up, and brought it public. And I couldn't wait to get out of that company after I saw what you had to do at a public company. I spent more time on Wall Street than running my business. It was ridiculous. You had to go to Wall Street and kiss everybody's butt down there, and oh, it's awful. Awful. Wall Street don't give a damn about you. They don't, I'm telling you. So now what's going on is the banks finally broke out. Remember, we've been always in the right stocks. Remember when a couple of weeks ago I told you stop buying the big tech stocks. Rotate into the bank stocks. So here we are now. The banks finally broke out because we went from 118 basis points, the yield, to 135 basis points, and banks love high yields. Love high yields. So where are we now with the growth stocks, the tech stocks? Should you get back into those? Should you be 50-50? What should you do? I'll tell you what to do when I get back after this break. Join my gang free for 10 days. Get my color-coded chart. And don't forget tonight, go to my YouTube channel for the unwinding of the unwrapping the market crash.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
The unfolding of a market crash. If you don't think the stock market's going to crash, then you got to be nuts. This is going to be one of the biggest crashes ever. Just because they're stimulating the economy, they're plugging money in, keep driving up the debt. No, the market is going to crash. I bring you evidence every Friday on my YouTube channel. I review the week and tell you why we're getting closer to crash, so don't miss it. It's free for everyone. Go to my YouTube channel, Phil's Gang YouTube channel. That's right. Now, again, tonight I'll put it up at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, and it's free to anybody. And I do this each week. so that I review the week, and then I identify why I think the market's breaking down, and we're getting closer to that first 10% correction, which means then we go right back up, and then you finally get to 70% correction. But you're going to get that 10% correction. And one reason is we're seeing everything peak. We're seeing everything peak. If you go look at the big tech stocks, they're peaking. You go look at and here's the problem. I think both are peaking. I think your big tech stocks, which are your big growth stocks, and then your banks are peaking, which are your big value stocks. And I think both are peaking at the same time because there's just too much debt. There's just too much debt out there. And also that the big institutions, okay, they have pulled back because they know the valuations are nuts. They know the valuations have gone crazy. I mean, when you look at PE ratios, for heaven's sakes, PE ratios were at 15. Today they're at 37%, or 37. That's insane. And the debt used to be where it was going up about 15% faster than the economy. Now it's going up 60% faster than the economy. Used to go up 3% faster in wages. Now it's going up 35% faster in wages. Are you nuts? People don't understand any of this. They don't. Your PE ratios are out of whack. Everything is out of whack. And the valuations of companies have gone nuts. Used to be half of the economy. I mean, think about that. Valuations, if you right before 2008, for years, we'd be half the size of our economy. Now it's 209% of our economy. But all they do is keep printing money. And look, and we don't go home and say we're not going to invest. Are you kidding? If they announce another stimulus, they'll push up the market even more. Every day they push it up so they can say they have an all-time new high. But you're not in there because you're scared. You're scared of a crash, and you shouldn't be. No one should be scared of a correction or a crash if you have an understanding of the market. If you understand how to make money when the market goes down. As a matter of fact, you're going to be hoping for markets to go down more than going up because they go down 10 times faster. But most of you just don't understand that. I just reach out to you and try to get you to understand. You shouldn't have that fear. Once you get rid of that fear, oh my God, what's going to happen to the market? What happens if the market goes down? Now, you 401k folks, you should be really fearful because you can't do anything. The day the market crashes, you're not even allowed to get out during the day. You got to wait till the end of the day. You can lose everything. I'll never understand. I do understand. I don't know why I say that. Why people stay with a 401k when they could put all their money in the S&P 500 and they make more money, much more money. If you take a person, and I think I'm pretty close to these numbers, you start out work today, and you both put $10,000, one in S&P and one into 401k, and 30 years go by, and this is with match, you're matching, 30 years go by, and you're ready to retire. You're going to have $300,000 more from the spiders than you will have from your 401k. And what is the difference? There's no hidden fees. The hidden fees clobber you in 401ks, including your match. That's why the match is a joke. It's a joke. So right now, we've been following the bank stocks, and we've been following the big tech stocks, because that's where the money is. But now what I'm seeing, and we've done great with the bank stocks, up 11%, Goldman Sachs 10%, another one 13%. I mean, we've done terrific with the bank stocks, and we did great with the tech stocks, but we rotated out of them. Now we're going to do terrific when we get this 10% correction. Oh, and it's coming. It's almost here. The 10% correction, we can see it because things are starting to stagnate. And the institutions, they're not in here. You don't see their big volume coming in anymore. And so you should be looking forward to that 10% correction. Because my members, when that 10% correction comes, they're going to love it, because when it goes down 10%, they're going to make money a lot faster than going up. And then it's going to rally back up again. And then probably be this fall, I'd say this fall is when you're going to see a 60, 70% drop in the market. And my members are going to love it, because think about it. You sit there watching the market go down and you're making money. Imagine you people in 401k, you got the market going down and you're panicking, you're trying to call people and they won't answer you, and you're trying to find out, what should I do? What should I do? That is terrible. What an awful thing that is. I mean, 401ks are rotten to the core. And the guy that's managing your 401k, he's a dope. Anybody that's any good in this business, they would never manage a 401k. You're on salary, for God's sakes. That means they're not good at investing. Who wants to be on salary? If you're a trader, you're a good trader. Why would you be on salary? Are you kidding? Who's going to manage a 401k on salary? A dope. A dope. You have no chance with a 401k. And the sad thing about the 401k is that people believe they're rich now. And they, as I said 100 times, they don't even look in. When they get their numbers, they don't even open it up. They throw it in a drawer. They think they're rich. Because all they hear every day is how the market, new high, new high, new high, every day. They don't even look. But they don't understand. If you're around in 1987, you lost all your money. If you're around in the dot-com crash, you lost most all your money. If you're around in a housing crash, you lost almost all your money. You think you're going to be so lucky this time? You're going to make money when the market crashes? You're not even going to know when to get out. No one's even going to tell you when to get out, because they have no fiduciary duty to you. Don't you understand? Why would you be in a 401k when there's no fiduciary duty to you?
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
That's right. Our partners, our shareholders, and that. But they also forget about the company. They're in bed with the company. That's right. Your company gets kickbacks and they make money on it. Why do you think there's no standard program, investment program at any company? There's no standard. There's just none. There's no standard program. They're not going to educate you. So right now, I would say this. If you've been with us in the bank stocks, I told my members today to take their profits, not all their profits, but I said these banks are going to pull back, because we can tell. Okay? Now, we have on our chart, you have this little button I'm clicking on now where it starts turning yellow. So we're going to now take, and we go through all our stocks, and what does that yellow tell you? It tells you that the institutions are starting to pull their money out. So what we told our members to do today, start taking profits, okay, and keep that alert on. It's called the call to action alert, and keep that button on your color-coded chart, and it will tell you. So you get in advance they're pulling money out. So then you can set yourself up to rotate your money out where you're buying it, to rotate your money to make money when it's going down. We'll show you how to do it. It's so easy to do. This is a very important rotation. Biggest rotation ever. And I'll explain why when I get back. Help St. Jude. Help yourself.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And remember tonight, go to my site, philsgang.com, my YouTube channel, The Unfolding of the Market Crash. It's free. Every week I do this so that every week I identify what happened throughout the week as to why the market's getting weaker, so that you won't be surprised. It's free, so you won't be surprised one morning you wake up and the market's crashing. In the meantime, there's no reason for you not to be buying stocks. Look at the bank stocks. Look at the tech stocks. And every day at 2 o'clock, we post at 2 o'clock our portfolio for you to see, for our members to see, just our members. And we tell them what to do with each stock in the portfolio based on the color-coded chart. How can you go wrong? It's impossible. For example, here's what we're saying about Apple today. This is Steve.
Apple, I just kind of keep a scout on this one, or an advanced order at 151 even.
So here's the situation with Apple and the situation with Microsoft. I told my members, look, the only reason those are the two strongest stocks, the big tech stocks right now, because of the tourists. We have tourist investors. They don't know what the hell they're doing. The same thing that happened right before the dot-com crash, same thing happened right before the housing crash. They always do the same thing. They have been out of the market, never been in the market, and right before the market crashes, they come running in. Because before every crash, you have a correction. And before the crash. And then when the market pulls back, all these dopes on these financial shows keep telling you, buy on the pullback, buy on the pullback. And they come in, especially this whole Robinhood group, they can buy 0.25% of a share, and they come in and they jump into these stocks, and they don't know what they're doing because they're addicted to Microsoft. So Microsoft and Apple, we've been watching them all week, and they can't break out. They're having trouble because there's no volume. Remember, one thing, that's another thing people don't realize about investing in stocks. Volume is energy, just like gasoline in your car. And this is what we drive, we tell our members all the time. I don't care, you have the best stock in the world. Okay? As a matter of fact, take Microsoft right now. I'm looking at it on my chart. If you have a mobile device, you can see this. It just turned yellow. That's a call to action. Turned yellow. What does that mean? It means that the algorithms picked up that there's movement of money coming out of Microsoft. More money come out than going in. And also, when you go down and take a look at the volume is below trend. So we can guide our members nicely about Microsoft. They won't get hurt. So Microsoft right now, people are jumping in buying it today because the only reason why it's going up is because of the tourists. They don't know what they're doing. And these are the two stocks they always go after. So if you want to be in Microsoft or Apple, okay, that's fine. Just go in, don't buy a lot of shares, put a stop in, and see what happens. But watch your volume. If your volume keeps going down, they're not going to go up. They're going to break and go down. Now, the other stocks that we've been working with, shorting, okay, has been American Express. And American Express is just set up for a beautiful short. She just broke the 50-day moving average. In fact, right now, I'm going to have my members put what we call on a scout right this moment. We're going to send them out an alert, tell them to put a scout on it. Okay, a scout is just a small amount of shares until it matures. And she just broke through 68% on my color-coded chart. She went from green to yellow, now to red. So she just broke the key support. Now, why don't you just join the gang, and why don't you follow us on how to short American Express? Learn how to short. It's easy. It opens up a whole new world. Once you know how to short, you could care less if the market's going up or the market's going down. Once you've got that confidence, think about it. Then you're going to become part of that 15% who make money constantly. 85% of the people, think about that, 85% of the people lose money in the stock market. I hate to tell you that, because you may not join my gang. But the reason 85% people lose money in the market, because they don't know when to get out. They don't. And they have no clue. When do I get out? Also, they don't understand anything about a stock. They don't understand how important volume is. They have no clue right now that the big tech stocks and the big bank stocks are in a rotation that's going to be critical. And right now, what we're going to do is we're going to head to stagnation. So you're going to see both the bank stocks and you're going to see the big tech stocks stagnate. They're just going to be fighting and not going anywhere as the volume keeps falling off. And then what happens? The plunger team comes in, and the plunger team is going to artificially, every night and every day, they're going to turn around and they're going to go in and purchase what they call equity index futures. All they do is place a bid just below the existing price. Traders see that bid and it identifies, the government's coming in, they're intervening, and they're going to support the market. So all the hedge funds who've been shorting don't short anymore. And that's how they hold it up. But they can't hold it up forever. So you got to be patient. But just understand this. We are at a peak. There is no question. I wish I could get that across to you. We're at a peak. And everything is peaking. I don't care what you look at. Everything is peaking. The manufacturer's peaking. The products they make are peaked. Wages peak. Everything's peaking. And you take inflation, you're getting slaughtered. And the debt is killing us. Think about this. The economy has $85 trillion in debt. But nobody told you that. Debt is 370% of our GDP, up 40%. 12. I know that doesn't mean anything to you. Debt 370% GDP. It means you're done. It means the economy's done. We're going to have a huge crash. The only reason why the market's not crashing is because they are propping it up by printing and printing and printing and printing. It's the inflation that's keeping up the stock market. But it's going to be gone. Debt, before we had this crooked QE, rose 15% faster than the economy. Now it's rising 60% faster than the economy. The valuations are way too high. How can you have a PE ratio, buy a stock with a PE ratio of 37 when they've historically been 15? How can you buy a stock with valuations that are 209% of our economy? It used to be 50% of our economy. You got manufacturing peaking, you got new orders peaking, you got production peaking, you got employment peaking. Our economy, you got that monster debt of $85 trillion. So take advantage of it. And you can make money. You know, the easiest thing, really, is if you join the gang and just start out with the spiders. God, I wish I could shake your head, you people in 401ks. You're not going to believe me. If I could just get you to go and buy the spider. I'll tell you what you do. Join the gang and why don't you follow us in the spiders and just buy 2 shares. That's all. And you're going to see, boy, he's right. If I did the spiders, I'd be way ahead. See, because you never count the fact. You never count the expenses. Because you don't think there's expenses with 401ks. There's huge expenses. Imagine having 27 hidden fees. Well, wait till you go retire, and you're missing $300,000. Say, wait, where's my other $300,000? I'm missing $300,000. Oh, that went to fees. Well, what fees? You didn't tell me about those fees. Well, I'm sorry, I have to read the fine print. The S&P, think about it. You got the 500 best stocks, best companies in the world. You don't have to pay those fees. And all you have to know is when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell, when to add, when not to, and that's where we come in. You're going to know that. If all you did is bought the S&P and stayed with them for the next 10 years, that's all you did, and learn how to buy them when they're going up and sell them short when they're going down, you'll make so much more money than your 401k, but you won't believe that. Okay, have a great weekend. I'll see you on the charts. Make sure, go to my YouTube channel tonight. The unfolding of the stock market crash. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make